first thing you need to do is be safe. Disconnect the appliance or turn off the breaker to avoid electric shock. Hello guys, welcome to my channel DIY Repair Now, and today we're going to be working on this LG French door refrigerator. The problem that we have with this refrigerator is that the ice makers are not working. The model number, it's on the display, and here we have the refrigerator ice maker on the door, and we have the bottom freezer ice maker. And like I was saying, the problem that we have is that this door ice maker, it has a cracked dispenser bucket. The dispenser bucket in one of the corner is cracked. It's leaking the water from there. I'm going to show it to you in a minute, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove all the screws that is holding the whole panel. As you saw, I removed 3 screws and the screw on the bottom, so it's a total of 4 screws. Then we have a little clamp there on the harness. You press and release that clamp and the harness should come out. That's where this bucket was leaking. So remove the harness, remove the whole ice maker. Once you have it out, you're gonna go ahead and remove the ice maker from this this panel. Here we have the new ice maker. That is the part number right there. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and take this wrapper paper off, bubble paper, sorry, and we're gonna go ahead and try to manage the installation of the new ice maker. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the actual ice maker from this panel. Like I told you before, it has 1 screw on the left side and it has another screw on the it has 1 screw on the left and 1 screw on the right. Now we're going to go ahead and look on the wiring. The wiring is held by this kind of tape. It's a very strong tape to keep this wire in place. So as you see right now, I'm trying to figure out how to get it out of this panel because it goes in a certain way. It has another screw right there inside through the ice maker that is holding the ice maker on that area. As you see, I removed the screw and it come right off. And then as you see, I'm trying to get the wire out, and that's why I grabbed the other ice maker to make sure I don't remove wires that I'm not supposed to remove. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the other ice maker right next to this one and see what I have to remove. As what I see right now, we have to remove that thermistor out of his hoop, and we remove this wire out of his hoop again. Now we find a harness there. I think we don't have to remove the whole wiring all the way to the auger motor, so we're just gonna go ahead and release this harness right there. It's like press and release, and we're gonna go ahead and put this old ice maker away, and we're gonna go ahead and grab our new ice maker and go ahead and put it in his hoop, and then go ahead and start installing the screws. As I always said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And as you saw right there, I installed a screw that goes inside. Then I'm gonna go ahead and install the screws that goes in this part of the ice maker by the sensors. It's a Phillips screw drive. It's a Phillips screws, and you can use your drill with your Phillips bit, but I recommend to use the screwdriver because if you have a drill, you can over tighten it or strip it. So just to be on the safe side, if you're doing this repair, if you don't have the right training, just go ahead and use a regular screwdriver. I do this every day, so I kind of know what to do, but my suggestion for you is go ahead and do it with a screwdriver. Now we're going to go ahead and install this new thermistor in place. That foam kind of ripped off when you go ahead and remove the other one. So if you have like kind of piece of tape, just put it in there. That way the thermistor is not keep coming out. Now we're gonna go ahead and connect this harness that goes to the auger motor, and look for the canal that this wire was from the beginning, and try to put the tape back where it was. Like I said, if you have another sort of tape, this tape looks like one of those that brings like for band-aids, but you can use like any kind of tape that will get on the cold weather proof or whatever tape. Now you saw I installed a screw. As a matter of fact, I don't think the screw was necessary to remove. You can just loosen up. Remember to have the harness the right direction, as you saw right there. Make sure it's off before you go ahead and put it back in place. That way it doesn't try to fill any water in while you try to put it on place. And just go ahead and start by putting the whole panel right on the top screw. As you see right there on top, it has like a hoop there, and then it have to go in and up. Once you got it in place, just make sure it's not popping out or anything. Make sure it's flat. It shouldn't, you don't have to put any force to put it in place. It should fit right in. That's why it's meant to be. If you have if it's pushing back to you or something, maybe a wire is stuck or something. Now I go ahead and adjust the that screw, because I loose it up again to be able to put this panel back on. Then go ahead and install this middle screws, and then the two screws on the bottom. Remember, these are Philly bed screws, and you can use a regular screwdriver or your drill. See, basically right now we're pretty much done. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. But if you want water to come in right away and make sure this ice maker is already working, we're gonna go ahead and try and reset the ice maker by pressing a button right underneath where you see my finger. Once you do that, you can see the bottom bucket is already spinning. Just like it would be dumping the ice if it was already ice in there. So it's just doing the cycle, and now it's gonna fill in water. I'm gonna go ahead and put the noise that way you guys can hear the water coming in. Okay, as you saw, water is already coming in. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom ice maker. And like I told you, the one on the top, it was a visual problem, and the bucket was leaking water, and that was the only problem with the one on the top. Since it twists when it's dumping the ice, we had to replace the whole ice maker. Now go ahead and remove all this stuff from the freezer compartment. That way we can work on the bottom ice maker. The bottom ice maker, what was happening is it wasn't making any ice. And when we press the reset button on the bottom, because it does have a reset button on the bottom, I'm going to show it to you when I install the new one, it wasn't doing anything at all. So we determined that it was the actual ice maker, because when you press that button, you're supposed to hear like a little click when you push it in, and it will start a cycle. This one, the button wasn't doing any clicking sound. It wasn't doing anything when we press the bottom button to reset it and make it work. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the two Phillips screws on the ice maker. Now remember, this is the only two screws that you have to remove. Then you push pull it down and then out towards you. As you saw, it was kind of full of water, but this ice maker was working intermittently, so we decided to repair it. However, at the time that I'm doing this video, it's already been about a month, and everything is working fine. And you see the model, the part number on the new ice maker. we're getting ready to install our second ice maker, which is the freezer ice maker. We're gonna get this out of the box. This is one thing that I don't like about Samsung parts, that they don't put it in a real good presentation box or anything. They just put it in a regular bag, and sometimes people doesn't like that because people might think that it's used or anything like that, but it's not. This is a brand new part from Samsung. I got this part on Marcon, and as you see, we have like kind of male to female on the inside. Then you put it right in the place. I'm just trying to make sure everything is gonna fit right. But now I'm gonna go ahead and try to connect the harness first, because I'm doing this with the door on. However, you can remove the door to work more freely, but in my case, I'm trying to do this repair quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just plug in the harness and then look for a position for the ice maker. As you see, it goes towards the freezer in, and then you push it in place, and then you just install the two Phillips screws that holds the other part in place. Like I said, in the other end, you don't have to put any screws because it has like a male to female connection, and then it just stays and clamps in place in the other end. And in this end, you put the screws just right there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and press the button that I told you. This is the reset button. So if you don't know if your ice maker is good or not, if you press that button, it should do what I'm gonna show you right now. Right now it's doing the actual cycle, like it's pretending that it was dumping the ice, and it's gonna go ahead and fill in water the way it's supposed to. If we get water coming in, that means we are success and our problem with these ice makers are solved. At this point, we're pretty much done. So yeah, guys, there you have it. That's it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for future videos. Thanks for watching.